Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial we will learn about count up down counter, which can count up and count down as well. So let's begin. Before learning the count up down counter in the PLC program, let me explain you the basics first. So the count up down counter performs both counting up and counting down, but for that it would require a separate signals. For count up it has a separate input signal, and for count down it has a separate input signal. And this is the flow of this counter. So the CU, which means the count up, increases the value by 1 when it receives an input signal. Similarly, for the CD, which is the count down, decreases the value by 1 when it receives an input signal. And the counter operates between 0 and the preset value, which means that it can count up and count down, even it can get a negative value as well. And even it can go beyond the preset value as well. The output is gonna turn on only the case when the current value equals the preset value. Now let's learn the same concept in the TIA Portal software as well. So we are in the TIA Portal software, and first I will be requiring a normally open contact, and this will be used for the count up. And here I am going to use the count up down counter. So in this counter operations we have CTUD, which is basically the count up down counter. So double click here and click OK for this window as well. And now here we will be requiring an output. So select this line and click here on the output option. And now we need to create the tags. So in the PLC tags, double tap here on show all tags. And now let's create the tags. Since we know that we need two different input pulses, the up pulse and the down pulse. So I have used here a tag up underscore pulse, and similarly down underscore pulse. Up pulse will be used for the up count and down pulse will be used for the down count. Also we will be requiring reset and motor. And for motor we require Q as identifier, because we use Q as identifier in PLC for the Siemens, or you can say in the TIA Portal software. Now let's assign all of these tags. So this is the motor, which we have already assigned the tag, and this is going to be the up pulse. And for CD we have the down pulse. CU is count up and CD is count down. So for CD we will be using the down pulse, and for R we have created the pulse reset, and we need to set the preset value. So I'm going to set the preset value as 5. Okay, and since we are done with this, so we need to first start the simulation, which is already running in my case. And I'm simply clicking on download button and click on load, and after that I will be turning on the monitoring mode from here. So when you start the simulation, this window will gonna get pop up. Let me show you this one, and let me set it up first. I'm going to delete all of these tags first. Okay, so you need to click here on the new project first. So when you click on create a new project, gonna get pop up. This is similar window. This window will appear. You need to go into the sim tables from here and click on load tags. So these are all the tags that we have created. We do not need the IEC counter tag, so we can delete it. When we use counter, basically these tags also appear. So I have deleted all of those tags. Let's minimize it and let's adjust so that we can see the logic as well. Okay, so now let's give pulses. Since this is 0 on the counter, so when I give the up pulse, the count value is gonna get increased. As you can see, this is 1 now, and when I will be giving the other pulse, this is 2 now, and it will get increased when we give pulses. And when the preset value matches the current value, which we have learned earlier as well, the output will be turned on. And as you can see, preset value is 5, counter value is 5. And since this counter can count beyond the preset value, like the preset value was 5 and this counter has counted 7 and can count even more than that. So for those values the motor will be activated, and when it will be reduced, the value will be reduced from the preset value, the motor will get unactivated. We are using here the down pulse as well. So we have the reset button. When we click on the reset button, it will reset the counter to 0, and even we have the negative value as well, as you can see it from here. So that's it for this tutorial, guys. If you find this tutorial helpful, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.